Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. Well, numbers are in for the Toronto Real Estate Board, and we got some very good news for you. Obviously, market's up. You probably heard that by now. But also, the last graph, I've created a brand new line graph that'll show you the sales month over month for the last 3 years. And this could be a very good visual to use in a listing presentation or maybe working with a buyer. So let's have a look what's going on here. You can see, we started out with 4,000 sales in January, and right now we're up to 8,491 in October. And by the way, that's up 8.5% over September. We're totally moving the right way. If we look at active listings, you can see your active listings are down. You had 15,375. Okay, in October, you had over 17,000 the month before, so your active listings are down 10.9%. Now, if your sales are up almost 9%, and if your active listings are down almost 11%, what's got to be happening to months of inventory? It's got to be dropping substantially, right? Again, months of inventory, what is that? That just determines your price. It determines, your supply and demand. Are prices going up, prices going down? 4 to 6 is balanced. Above 6 is going to be a buyer's market. Your prices are probably weakening. Below 4, you're into a seller's market where prices should be strengthening. Well, take a look at this. We started the year at 3 months of inventory, which is still a very strong market. But look where we are right now, 1.8. Okay, so this is moving into a very strong market. And with that happening, what's happening with prices? Look at this. Prices were up 1.1% month over month. Okay, that's a very big number. So let's look at this. 2018, you did 7,448 sales. Okay, in the month of October 2019, we did 8,491. That's up 14%. So your sales were up 14% over the same month that took place in October of last year. What about prices? Look at this. 2018, your average price was 808. You're now at 852. You're up by 5.5%. All indicators right now is you're now moving into a very, very strong market where you're seeing a lot of price increase happening right now. We've got 2 more line graphs for you. One is months of inventory. The other one's going to be sales. This one, months of inventory. So again, supply and demand. 2017, look, we had 1 month of inventory. Went way below 1 month for a couple months, and we started to creep up. Remember foreign buyer tax? We went very high. We got up into here over 3, okay? And then you can see sort of crept along. We ended at 2.7. What happened in 2018? You can see we started here at 3. And we were quite a bit above where we were the year before. Do you see that gap? That's a huge gap right here. And then, of course, we stayed above a huge gap. But then what ended up happening is when we got here in June, we actually crossed below the months of inventory that took place in 17. And then really for the rest of the year, we stayed pretty close to the same. And we ended the year at 3. The year before was 2.7. Let's go to 2019. Look at this. We started right where we started the year before at 3. But now look what happens. All of a sudden, we go below last year. Do you see this? That's last year. This is this year. Look at the gap. So our months of inventory, and it stayed below, okay, right through the whole year. Now look at this. If we look here in June, once we crossed below both 2017 and 2018, and look at this. So right now we have the strongest market in months of inventory since June that we've had in the last 3 years. And I'm still hearing a lot of people say, well, the market, isn't all that good. You want to know something? The market is very good right now. Maybe the volume of sales are not what they were 3 years ago, but you want to know something? Your months of inventory is doing just fine. So let's have a look at this. 2017, this is sales. We did just over 5,000 sales. Look what happened. Sales go flying up. Okay, then what happened? Foreign buyer tax, sales started to slide down. Okay, went down, ended up down here. So you can see what was interesting is all of a sudden foreign buyer tax, boom, sales went down, and then they started to stabilize. And this always happens. See, what happens is this. All of a sudden foreign buyer tax comes in. It's a stimulus in the market, right? Everybody freaks out. They all stop buying. They got all this uncertainty. Boom, down it goes. And then after a while, everybody goes, oh, okay, I guess we're used to this now. This is the new norm, you know what I mean? And they get back to doing what they were doing before, buying and selling real estate, and the market starts to stabilize. 2018, you can see we started way down here, okay, so way below what we did the year before, and then what happened in June again? We crossed the line, okay, and we started to do more than we did in 2017, got a little bit off at the end of the year. 2019, look what happened. We went up, we matched right here, and then we have stayed above for the rest of the year, both 2018 and 2017. Now, I know if we went back one more year and we went to 2016 and 15, we're not where we were because sales were substantially higher up in this range right here. But if we just go back the last 3 years, we're doing better right now than we have for the last 3 years. I know it's not 2015 and 2016, I understand that, but 2015 and 16, that was an anomaly. That was just absolutely crazy. But we're in a very good, healthy market right now. We don't want to see year-over-year increases of prices by 20 points. That is unsustainable, okay? And I hope we don't go back to that, to be very, very honest. Because if we can have like a 5% price increase year over year, we get a very sustainable market that's healthy for everybody in the real estate market. So anyway, I think what you're going to see the rest of this year, you're going to see it continue. The gap will be well above the last 2 years. And I suspect moving into next year, we're going to see more of what we're seeing sort of going on right now, barring any, government intervention or, interest rates going up, that sort of thing. So right now, if you're working on the Toronto Real Estate Board, you're working at a very, very healthy market. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. And remember, everybody, it's a beautiful life. Make it count.